damn it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm trying to do this quick because it's like 5 something and I've been having nothing but problems with my memory card, so I've been losing light. But hopefully I can get this done before it gets too dark. Anyway, I'm super excited for this unboxing because I have been, oh god, I have been waiting for a figure from this anime all my life, or at least since I've been into anime. So, really quick story. Ranma & was the first anime I got into outside of whatever was on television at the time, like Sailor Moon, Robotech, Dragon Ball Z, Samurai Pizza Cats, you know, whatever it is that we used to watch on like ABC and stuff before it all went to Toonami. Ranma & was the first anime I found at the video rental place, back when, you know, VHS rentals was a thing, and like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video existed. But it was the first, and it was one of the first manga that I got into, so it holds a really important place in my heart, and it still is probably on my list of top 5 favorites of all time, just because the nostalgia is there, and even when I rewatch it or reread it, it still makes me laugh. So when I found out that S.H.Figuarts was coming out with a line of action figures, I lost my breath. I jumped. Oh man, I was just like, ah! And there's the next one, I think it's supposed to come out in May, is Shampoo. So the first one is Ranma Saotome female form. And I'm just like, I'm so excited. That's how excited I am. I'm just dropping shit all over the place. I don't have anything to say. This is, I've been wanting, I tried to collect so much of this stuff when I was younger, but the internet wasn't as big as it is now, and a lot of the merchandise that was offered, you could hardly find it outside of Japan, aside from eBay. You know, and then whatever was like Funimation, I think, Viz Media were the people that released the DVDs, and or the VHS at the time, in these big box sets, and it was just so expensive to get anything that I really just settled for, I think, posters, those cheapy vinyl posters, kind of like these, like those, and card decks, and just, you know, printouts of images from online. But now that I am an adult and I make my own money, I'm proudly collecting these. Oh my god, let's just open it. I'm tired of talking. I guess I should kind of show you guys the box or whatever. It's not that important. And just like a lot of their figure arts, you have main character, title of the anime, character, the actual character, name, Ranma Saotome, title. Same, nothing fancy on there. And then, oh, no, that's right, there. And then one of the poses. And then on the back you have, obviously, the pose, and then whatever little extra effects they come with. You know, just the different things that you can put them in, the different, like, poses or whatever. I don't even know which one I want to do for this. I'm just like, ah! I don't even know if I want to do an action pose. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna open it. Okay, comes with there's a little red background. So maybe I'll do something with that. And let's see the instructions. Nothing different there. You have the exact same instructions: hands, how to change out the face. Warning. Oh, okay, so you gotta be careful because I guess some of the coloring on the staff and the teapot might rub off. And on the pants. That's surprising. I've never seen that before. I've never had that kind of warning that says careful. Oh well. We'll see. So you have you can see you have the stand. I'm gonna open that first since that's like needs to be set up. So it comes in 3 different packages. It's got the typical 2 arms. Actually, no. 2 arms is not typical. There's usually 1 arm. I like this base. This is a really, really cute base. Here, it's a little bit, it's different. I don't know if I would say that it matches the like designs in the anime or in the manga, but it's different and it stands out, and I don't hate it. It's definitely cute. So the reason you have, what is it, 2 of these is because one is actually for the action figure, and then this one is for the sound effect. The sound effect that you like clip in. And at the base of this, if you can see, I'm trying to get it the light, if you can see, you have these 2 little holes right here. Now they have stoppers in them to close them up. So if you do decide to use, to pose him with the going flying, then you would take out the stopper on this side and you would put this in. But if you decide not to, then you don't have to. Like, you can just leave them closed up, and it's for a later date. So that was kind of confusing, especially since there's 3. There's 1 over here and 1 over here, in addition to the main one. And I was like, wait, what's going on? What am I supposed to do with all those? So yeah, you have that. Ta-da. Okay, so before I open it, this is how it's set up. Set up like normal. There's a staff. There is the, where is it? Where I'm pointing to. The sword, the teapot, the faces, the hands, and the waist stand for the. First observation that makes me a little disappointed is that the hands are free. There's nothing that's like keeping them together. Like with the Sailor Moon Figuarts, they have these like Lego pieces that you snap them onto, and it keeps them all organized so you're not like dropping them everywhere. I am a little bit disappointed that they did not do the same thing with that, because it is just kind of a pain in the ass to be like, okay, I gotta make sure they're all in there so I don't lose them, and yeah. So, you know, packaging, it's a, packaging fail, but I'm okay with that. Like, as long as I don't drop them everywhere and, whatever. Here's the figure. I'll open it up so you guys can see. You can check that out. It's so cute. It makes me so excited. So the ponytail kind of moves, like, you can put it up, put it down. And then obviously the bangs, the face, all the joints are typical. Have the legs, you can see that the joints are a little big. The feet have a lot of motion. But they still kind of, it's always, well, this one, yeah. So the feet have a larger range of motion than I would say the Sailor Moon figures do. I notice with them, like, if I can't move it in a certain direction, it just stops moving. So I'm limited with how those are, but these definitely, you have a larger range of motion, it seems like, with Ranma's feet than the others, which is kind of cool. It means you can play around with the posing a little bit more. As far as the paint job goes on it, I don't see any immediate areas where it would be, out of place. I think the only thing that might be a complaint, and I use that word lightly, is that the paint is really flat on it. So there's really no highlighting, there's no dimension or shading in areas where you would typically see depth. Even in the like the pants, you can't really tell unless, I guess, I move it in the light. Even the pants, even where like the wrinkles are, there's no like shading there to kind of show that they stand out. And on the hair, I guess the hair is the only place that has any sort of shading. And you have it on the crown of the head right here, and then just on the inside of the bangs. But I mean, this one is really simple, so I guess as a figure, that is disappointing, but I always try to compare the figures to the actual character design in the anime or manga. And if I'm doing that, then it's fairly accurate because Rumiko Takahashi did not use a lot of shading when it came to clothing and textiles and everything like that. She kept everything pretty simple. So in that respect, it is pretty accurate. But as far as like a fancy figure goes, then it's, you know, it's its own thing. So I'm not really going to take away from that or, you know, plus just because there's those two different factors. It's just, I guess, an observation. The waist, the measurements for this are really accurate to how the drawings are, meaning the bust and the weight, the bigger bust, the tiny waist, and then the fuller hips are definitely really accurate. I noticed that with trying to pose it. Ah, what? I've never had this happen. The arms on this are falling out, and I'm like, you know what? Oh, there. Maybe that's why, because it was upside down. Let's try that again. I don't like how loose the arms are on this. Like, they're not very, they keep, okay. I don't think that's a problem of the figure, but I do think that's a problem of the manufacturing of this arm. I think the hard part, like I said, the waist being really small, is that it's so small, the arm just completely goes around it. And it's not, like this particular one, just something's, they must have given me a faulty one or something because the little actual arms keep popping out. Okay, so I am pretty much done playing with that. I am going to just leave it like this. Ta-da! Aside from all of the little, you know, scares I had today about, you know, in like the last 20 minutes about opening this, I'm just super happy to have it. So ideally, I mean, I would love to have an actual 1/8 to 1/7 scale figure, but I don't think they exist. They're usually smaller and part of like a collection of some of her other works, so they're not that easy to find anymore. But I'm happy with this. I'm glad I have this. It definitely kind of commemorates a part of my early adolescence when I first discovered anime, because it changed my life. Like, that's a whole nother story I'll get to on a different day, but just know that like Ranma half is just, it holds a place in my heart. I just keep looking at it. I know I'm like staring at this and I'm just like, I need to watch the whole series and read the whole manga over again tonight before midnight. But yeah, so it's pretty awesome. Definitely suggest, you know, if you like it, if it's, even if it was something you got into a little bit later, if you really like it, I suggest this. I'm just really happy to have this figure, and I can't wait to see which other ones. Like Shampoo is next, so that means they better do Akane, they better do Ryoga, and freaking Kodachi, as crazy as she was. God, I loved that. I loved her. And Nabiki, and Kazumi, and Moose, and freaking what? Oh man, Spatula. Completely blanking. I'm just like, calm down, Amy. Yeah, I'm really excited. So you're definitely going to be seeing more of these Ranma 1/2 Figuarts videos as they come out. You know, we don't know. I just know that the next one is Shampoo, so yay. Even though she wasn't my favorite character, I'm still going to collect her. That's it for this figure. Ta-da! So, as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more figure unboxings and whatever else I decide to film or talk about, then please subscribe. Be sure to check the description box below for links to where you can purchase this, as well as other places to find me online: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, my anime list, Tumblr. Even though I don't use my Tumblr as much as I should. Yeah. Anyway, be sure to check there for all the information. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye!